Welcome to part 1 of Compute with Confidence, Computers for the Blind's way of teaching you to use your computer efficiently and confidently. My name is Marcy, and I will be taking you through today's lessons. To contact us, call us at 214-340-6328. Find us on the web at www.computersfortheblind.org. With questions or comments, or to write to us by email, please send us an email to training@computersfortheblind.org. Please allow me to introduce my co-hosts.
Hello, my name is Ava. I am a vocalizer expressive voice that can be used with Freedom Scientific products. I want to demonstrate some of my favorite hobbies. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. So as you can see, I like to sleep, sing and have a lot of fun. You too will have fun as you learn to compute with confidence.
Hello, my name is Reed. She may do those fancy things, but I am the voice most people hear when they install Freedom Scientific products. In fact, she had to be downloaded, but I am right here. I'll wager that beginning JAWS users are listening to me right now because they need to learn how to add or profile to JAWS. No matter which JAWS voice you use, taking these lessons you will learn to compute with confidence.
Now that you know Ava and Reed, let's talk about what we're going to cover today. We're going to learn to use keyboard help, a JAWS feature that helps us locate the keys we need to compute with confidence. We're also going to learn to read a Windows title, the current line, the current word, and the current character. These skills will benefit us greatly as well on an internet page, in a document, in a dialogue. In most any window that's the active window, these skills will be very important. The third thing we're going to learn is how to open different windows on our computers. Then we'll learn to switch between these open windows. Once we know how to make a window the active window, we can work in that window and be confident that that is the window that's going to take our commands. Also, when we can close particular windows and know which window we're closing, that should make us confident to be able to shut down our computer. Let's get started. One term that you'll hear me use a lot is the JAWS key. My JAWS key happens to be the caps lock key. Other people use the insert key or the 0 on the number pad when the num lock is turned off. To make your JAWS key the caps lock key, take these steps. Number 1, use Alt and Tab to locate the JAWS window. From the JAWS window, press Alt-O to access the Options menu. Press Enter on the Basics dialog, the first selection in the Options menu. Number 3, press Alt-L, which brings the cursor to the keyboard layout combo box. Number 4, press L for laptop, and then press Enter. To turn keyboard help on, press JAWS key and number row 1. I'm going to use keyboard help to explore the keys that we need to know to compute with confidence. Starting with the top row, the far left key is the Escape key. To the right of the Escape key, in groups of 4, we find F1 through F4, F5 through F8, then F9 through F12. What do I have to the right of F12? Each keyboard is a little different, so when I am unfamiliar with a keyboard, I use this keyboard help trick to find the keys I need. You can too. I'm starting at the top row, and I count 6 rows on my keyboard. The key at the far left is the Escape key. To the right of Escape, in groups of 4, we find F1 through F4, F5 through F8, F9 through F12. But what do I have to the right of F12? My keyboard is the Mantis Q40. So I will press the key to the right of F12.
Delete. Deletes the item at the character or focus, then says the next character or item gain focus.
So I know that I have the delete key just to the right of F12. Again, to turn keyboard help on and off, or to toggle keyboard help, it's JAWS key number row 1.
Off. On.
On the second row down, the key on the far left is the grave accent key. Then I have the numbers 1 through 0. What do I have to the right of the 0? And please, don't worry if you press a key that we're not pressing in this lesson, because when you press 1, JAWS keyboard help announces 1. When you press 0, JAWS keyboard help announces 0. But what do I find to the right of 0?
Dash.
So the dash, then keep going further to the right.
Equals.
The equals, and going one more to the right, I have
backspace. Backspace or delete says the character or item to the left that has just been deleted.
So again, this is my keyboard. Your keyboard may be a little bit different, but please keep those keys in mind once you find them and once JAWS keyboard help tells you where they are. Again, to toggle keyboard help on and off, it's JAWS key and number row 1.
Off. On.
On the third row now, the key to the far left is the tab key, a very important key that we use to compute with confidence. Then you have the letters
Q
through P, where this keyboard got its name with the QWERTY. That's why our keyboards are called QWERTY keyboards. But what do we have to the right of the P?
Left bracket.
And then?
Right bracket.
And then?
Backslash.
So now we're going to the fourth row. The fourth row is an all-important row because it's the home row. All of us should be familiar with this row because when one of our hands leaves the computer's keyboard, the other should stay on the home row to guide the other hand back. To the far left of the home row, we find the caps lock key, or in my case, the JAWS key.
JAWS key. Press twice to use the original functionality of this modifier key.
Then the characters A through semicolon. But what do we have to the right of the semicolon?
Apostrophe.
And then?
Enter.
Now let's go down to the fifth row. The fifth row has on its far left the Shift key. If it speaks nothing in keyboard help, press it together with the letter, like the Z.
Z.
Then we have the characters Z through slash. And then what do we have to the right of the slash? Ooh, a big key that speaks nothing. But if we combine it with the letter Z,
Z.
It's the right shift. Now let's concentrate on the bottom row. To the far left of the bottom row is the Control key. This key is important to compute with confidence because when JAWS is talking too much, this is the key you're going to use to have JAWS hush. To the right of the Control key, we have the FN key. The FN key speaks nothing when we press it in JAWS keyboard help. Not even our trick of combining with the letter
A
helps us to know that that's the FN key. The FN key can be used with the function keys, the ones to the right of the escape key, to turn on things like volume, brightness. Sometimes even airplane mode is toggled by FN and one of the function keys. Each computer is a little bit different in that respect. To the right of the function key is the Windows key. Pressing it again gives us no information with keyboard help, but combining it with the letter, please don't forget that trick.
Windows A.
I just combined it with the letter A, and it totally told us that that was the Windows key together with the letter A, but that's the Windows key. So I have Control, FN, Windows, then I have another key that doesn't speak anything when I press it. But again, I'll do my trick and combine it with the letter T.
Alt T.
Ah, it's the Alt key, a very important key to compute with confidence. Then we have the spacebar. To the right of the spacebar, I have another key that speaks nothing. So combining it with the T, we'll say
Alt-T.
It's the right Alt key. And then to the right of Alt, I have another key that speaks nothing. So let's combine it with the letter A.
Control+A selects the entire document.
Then to the right of Control, I have my arrow keys.
Left arrow moves to the prior character and speaks it. Right arrow moves to the next character and speaks it.
Below that, I have a key with a dot.
Down arrow moves to the next line and speaks it.
And above it, I have another key.
Up arrow moves to the prior line and speaks it.
So it's my section of arrow keys. When you are exploring your keyboard, look for keys like page up, page down, home, end. We found the delete key. There's another key up on the top row that doesn't speak anything. Please try our trick of combining it with the letters, like the T, and you'll hear something like this.
JAWS key plus T says the title of the active window within an application or the application title itself.
That's your insert key. So again, to turn off keyboard help, it's JAWS key 1 on the numbers row. Questions to think about. When a key fails to speak in JAWS keyboard help, what do we do? How do you enable and disable keyboard help? Which key is your JAWS key? Reading a Windows title, the current line, the current word, and the current character. My cursor is currently sitting on the desktop. And I made this happen by pressing the Windows key together with the letter M, so holding it down as a modifier and pressing the letter M, or the Windows key together with the letter D. Again, pulling the Windows key down and pressing it with the letter D for desktop. So we want to know the title of the active window. This command is JAWS key T, a very important command because this command will tell you exactly which window is the active window. So JAWS key T for me reports
Desktop 1.
Now let's read the current line. I am currently sitting on Studio Recorder. The command to read the current line is JAWS key I, so think of I for line. People not using the caps lock key as the JAWS key will press JAWS key number pad 8.
Studio Recorder 1642.
So Studio Recorder is my current line. 16 of 42 shows us that Studio Recorder is the 16th of the total number of 42 icons that I have on my desktop. Yours may be different, because you will have less icons on the desktop than I do presently. To read the current word, I will use JAWS key K.
Studio.
People not using the caps lock key as their JAWS key will use JAWS key number pad 5. To read the current character, I will use JAWS key comma.
F. Sierra.
So you see that JAWS gives it to us phonetically as well. People not using the caps lock key as their JAWS key will use number pad 5 all by itself. The desktop can be navigated in so many different ways. It has icons that contain shortcuts to programs, files, folders, and internet web pages. So if I move my up, down arrows, I will find the different icons on my desktop.
EFTB 22 of 42.
So there you see I have a folder called Computers for the Blind, or CFTB, and that is the 22nd of the total number of 42 icons. You can also use your left and right arrows.
OneDrive 33 of 40.
And there we find OneDrive, which is 33 of the total number of 42 icons. So I can use left, right, up, and down. So the desktop is in the form of a grid. But I haven't changed the title of my active window yet until I press enter. So pressing JAWS key with D,
Desktop 1.
I'm still on the desktop. But now my current line, JAWS key with I,
OneDrive 33 of 42.
says OneDrive 33 of 42. If I know the first letter of the icon that I'm looking for, I can simply press the letter of that icon. So say I'm looking for the JAWS icon. I would press the letter J.
JAWS 2021.
And there it is. So now I'm still on the desktop.
Desktop
1. My current line is
JAWS 2021 11 of 42.
my current word is
JAWS.
That's JAWS key K, or insert number pad 5, and my current character is
J. Juliet.
Oh, these commands are so important when we're typing a document. Let me show you. I'm in a blank document of Microsoft Word. I can check my Windows title with JAWS key T, and you'll hear
Document 2-word. Print.
So now I'm going to type, today is a very happy day. My cursor is just after the period. But if I wanted to read my entire line that I just typed, I could press JAWS key I or JAWS key number pad 8 and hear,
today is a very happy day.
Now I'm going to move my cursor back to the word happy.
Happy.
If I wanted to hear the current word, I press JAWS key K or insert number pad 5.
Happy.
Now, the beautiful thing about these commands is that you can press them twice quickly and they can spell the current word for you or phonetically speak the current character for you again. So I'm going to spell happy by pressing JAWS key K, or you can press insert 5 twice quickly.
Happy. A-P-P-Y space.
So see, it spelled the word happy. But if I pressed JAWS key I or insert number pad 8, I would hear,
today is a very happy day.
So again, I'm still on that line, but the current word of that line is
happy.
The current character of that word is
H. Hotel.
And I got that command by pressing JAWS key comma or number pad 5 all by itself. That told me that cursor was sitting on the H. Questions to think about. How do we read a Windows title? How do we read the current line? How do we read the current word? How do we read the current character? If I want to have the current word spelled, what do I need to do? Opening windows and switching to these windows with confidence. Today, we're going to learn 3 ways to switch between open windows. So let's open some windows. Find the Windows key. Mine is 2 keys to the left of the spacebar. JAWS announces Start Search Edit. Let's open the calculator.
Search box edit. Type a text. Computer braille. Calculator app. Press right to switch preview. Calculator standard calculator mode. Display is 0.
Type calculator, just as I did, and listen for JAWS to speak calculator app. Then press enter. Congratulations! You have opened your first window. Now, let's open Word. Again, find the Windows key, and press this key, and wait for JAWS to say Search Box Edit. Type Word. When JAWS announces Word App, press Enter.
Search box edit. Type a text. Word app. Press right to switch preview. Opening dash. Document 1 dash Word. Document 1. Document 1.
2 windows that we now know about are open, but keep on the watch, as there may already be some open windows. Of course, we know that the JAWS window is open. I will repeat the same process to open Notepad, Excel, and Microsoft Edge. Now let's switch between these open windows. This is a Windows command with JAWS speaking the information we need to hear. Locate the Alt key to the right of the spacebar and press it. With your right hand holding the Alt key, move your left hand to the leftmost column of your keyboard. Let's start at the top and count down. 1. Escape. 2. Grave accent. And 3. The Tab key, the one we need. Still holding the Alt key, press Tab. Press the Tab key again. If it's easier to find the tab from the bottom, let's count up. 1. Control. 2. Shift. 3. Caps Lock. And 4. The Tab key. When you release this key combination, focus is placed on the window where the key combination is released.
Book 1-Excel. To move to an item, press the arrow keys. Untitled-Notepad. Document 1-Word. Calculator. Jehovah's Witnesses M-official website :jw.org and 5 more pages -personal-Microsoft Edge. Book 1-Excel. Untitled-Notepad. Document 1-Word. Document 1-Word. Edit.
So I let up on the Alt-Tab key combination, and now I'm in the blank document. Now I can type into the blank document, but I can also check the Windows title with JAWS key T.
Document 1-Word. Print.
So I'll read my current line with JAWS key I or JAWS key number pad 8.
Hello, how are you?
I'll read my current word with JAWS key K,
8.
which I just
Hotel.
moved the cursor to the beginning of the line.
Hello.
I'll read my current character with JAWS key comma.
8.
And again, that's
Hotel.
the number 5 on the number pad by itself. The current word is read with JAWS key 5.
Jehovah's Witnesses M-official website :jw.org and 5 more pages -personal-mic. Book 1-Excel.
Letting go of the key combination on Book 1 Excel.
Book 1. Book 1-Excel. Sheet 1. Blank. A1.
And Excel becomes my active window. I'll switch to Calculator.
Document 1. Jehovah's Witness Untitled-Notepad. Calculator. Calculator. Standard calculator mode. Display is 0.
I press my JAWS key T.
Title is calculator. Standard calculator mode.
So wherever I release the Alt-Tab key combination, that becomes my active window. I'd like to show you another way to switch between open windows. This is another Windows way, and I discussed this one with my team at great extent, and they thought that you should learn this. So what we can do now is press the Windows key together with the letter T. Again, the Windows key is the second one to the left of the spacebar. So Windows with T. And when we have the cursor on the taskbar, or when we have focus on the taskbar, the windows appear as little squares, and you can arrow between them. So listen, I'm hitting the right arrow.
Jehovah's Witnesses M-official website :jw.org and 5 more pages -personal-Microsoft Edge -1 running window button menu.
So then listen also to the name of the website, and then the dash, and then the name of the web browser. So Jehovah's Witnesses official website /Microsoft Edge. That means that is the website and the program that are in that window.
Untitled-Notepad -1 running window button menu.
So you hear Untitled-Notepad. That's our Notepad window. If we want to make that one the active window, we press Enter.
Untitled dash notepad. Edit. Type a text.
Now I can type in the notepad. So again, let's go to the taskbar and let's make Word our active window. So Windows T.
Taskbar File Explorer button. Jehovah's Untitled. Document 1-Word-1 running window button. Document 1-Word. Print.
So I hit enter and then I press JAWS key with T. And that is the title of my active window. Document 1-Word. And it's in print view. So the one thing that you want to notice is the title of that active window. Because from the taskbar, for example, say that I would press Windows T.
File Explorer button.
And I wanted to get quickly to the untitled notepad. All I have to do is press the letter U.
Untitled notepad-1 running window button menu.
Then I press enter.
Untitled notepad. Edit.
And
Type a
notepad
text.
becomes my active window. If I went back to the taskbar with Windows T.
Taskbar File Explorer. Document 1-Word-1 running window button menu.
So as you see, I press the letter D and then pressed enter.
Document 1-Word.
Then Word becomes my active window. And since this document doesn't have a title, if I press JAWS key T, it says
Document 1-Word. Print.
the same with Excel. Excel calls its sheets Book 1. So I can do Windows T,
Running applications.
and it would work if I had opened Excel. But I did not. So let's open Excel.
Search box. Excel app. Excel new list box. Book 1. Menu.
So now let's go Windows T.
Taskbar. Or file Jehovah's Untyped document 1-Word. Book 1-Excel Book 1. Book 1. Excel sheet 1. Blank A1.
So that is another Windows way to get between open windows. You could press Windows T and then hit the right arrow or the right and left arrow if you've passed one. When you hear the name of the window you want to make active, simply press enter on it and that's your active window. This is another Windows way to switch between open windows. Remember the titles of those windows because you could press Windows T to go to the taskbar, press the first letter of a title that you're looking for, and then quickly highlight that window, press enter, and make that the active window. So please be conscious of your JAWS key T command that tells you the title of your active window.
Book 1-Excel sheet 1.
The final way I'm going to teach you to switch between open windows is a JAWS command. So it works only with JAWS. Pressing JAWS key with F10 brings up a list of open windows in a vertical.
Window list dialog. Running applications list box. Backup and sync restored. 1 of 7. To move to an item, press the arrow keys.
So the beautiful thing about this one is it tells you how many list items it sees in that list, therefore telling us how many open windows we have. So backup and sync restored, I didn't see on my taskbar, but I do see it in the JAWS list. Now I'm going to use down arrow.
Book 1-Excel restored. 2 of 7.
That's our Excel book, our Excel blank worksheet.
Book 2-Excel restored. 3 of 7.
And it looks like we have another Excel worksheet open.
Calculator restored. 4 of 7.
There's the calculator.
Document 1-Word restored.
There's
5
Word.
of 7.
So again, if I wanted to go straight to the calculator from here, say I passed it, I could press the letter C.
Calculator restored.
Then
4
press
of 7.
enter.
Calculator. Standard calculator mode. Display is 0.
And I'm in the calculator. And I can confirm that with JAWS key T.
Title is calculator. Standard calculator mode.
In the calculator, pressing JAWS key I, or insert 8 on the number pad, you can read your current line. So again, JAWS key with F10 brings up a list of windows, a list of open windows. Navigate these key windows with the up and down arrows, or by using the first letter of the title of the window you want to access. Now let's close some windows. I'm currently in the calculator.
Title is calculator, standard calculator mode.
To close a window, hold down the Alt key, which is just to the right of the spacebar, and combine it with function key 4. Note what happens.
Book 1.
So the calculator closed, and Book 1 of Excel now has focus. So we can check that with JAWS key T.
Book 1-Excel sheet 1.
Let's press Alt with F4 to close the window.
Book 2, new list.
And Book 2 now has focus. Let's close this window with Alt F4.
Document 1-Word.
And there's Document 1. We could Alt-Tab and close, say we wanted to close Notepad first. Or we could use Windows T and then move to the right to the untitled Notepad, press Enter, and close Notepad. We could press JAWS key F10, press the letter U, locate the untitled Notepad, press Enter, and then close the Notepad before the document. I'm going to use Windows T.
Taskbar File Explorer Jehovah's Untitled Document Untitled Notepad Untitled Notepad Edit Type of Text.
So this lets me close Notepad. I'll press Alt with F4.
Taskbar Untitled Notepad -1 running window button menu. Press space to activate the menu, then navigate with arrow keys.
Now, what else is on my taskbar? Let's do JAWS key with F10.
Window list dialog. Running applications list box. Backup unsync restored. 1 of 3.
So now I have 3 windows.
Press the arrow. Document 1-Word restored. Jehovah's Witnesses M-official website jw.org and 5 more pages personal Microsoft. Edge restored.
So let's press Enter on Microsoft Edge.
Jehovah's Witnesses
and let's close this.
Official website.
Alt with F4. And look, it puts us right back in the document. Let's close the document as well. Alt with F4.
Backup unsync.
And let's close this.
Desktop. Full.
And we're right back on the desktop. What do you think will happen if we close the desktop? Yes, exactly. The computer will shut down. It actually brings up a dialog with a lot of different options asking us what we want to do. So let's bring up that dialog again, Alt with F4.
Okay, shut down Windows dialog. Select the option that best describes why you want to shut down the computer. What do you want the computer to do? Combo box. Shut down. 4 of 5. To change the selection, use the arrow keys Alt plus W.
And it means the up and down arrow keys. So if we wanted to shut down the computer and we were not on the shutdown option, we could press Alt W and that would activate the shutdown option. So let's go down to get the 5th.
Restart. 5 of 5.
And let's go up to get
Shut down sleep. 3 of 5. Sign out. 2 of 5. Switch user. 1 of 5.
Okay. So let's go back down to shutdown.
Shut down. 4 of 5.
And then pressing Enter closes the entire computer. Ready for you to use your power button to turn it back on. So now my computer is shut down. And there's some things that I'd like to ask you or to make you think about. So what is the JAWS way to switch between open windows? What is one Windows way to switch between open windows? What is the other Windows way to switch between open windows? So the JAWS way is JAWS key with F10, and the list is brought up in a vertical line. We can use up and down arrows or first letter navigation to find the window we want, press Enter, and make that the active window. One Windows way to switch between open windows is to hold down the Alt key with our right hands, find the Tab key with our left hands, and switch between those open windows. When the key combination is released, the window spoken by JAWS becomes the active window. The second Windows way we learned was to go to the taskbar with Windows T. Here, we can use our right and left arrows to go between the open windows. Pressing the Enter key makes the window we heard the active window. Again, feel free to use your JAWS key T to find out the title of an active window, because you don't want to go and be typing numbers into a website.